Hi everyone, and welcome back to part 8 of my Spyro 3 Reignited Trilogy Let's Play, where in this part we are going to be doing Midday Gardens. So here we go.
Okay, Dragon, you've managed to survive longer than I expected, but you haven't the slightest idea what sort of dangers lie ahead of you. I suggest you grab your cat friend and whatever eggs you found and hightail it back home while you still can. I'm telling you this for your own good, you know.
Okay, so here we are in the Homeworld, so we're just going to go around in this part, just collecting treasure, you know, opening chests, obtaining the very few eggs that are actually in this Homeworld. And then I think we're going to do a level after this. I think I'm going to do Sergeant Byrd's base, because obviously that level needs to be completed in order to do certain objectives in certain levels. Of course, I need to top up sparks, of which I feel bad killing the rabbits, but it has to be done. So here we go, we've got this like frozen cavern section, which is really cool. We've got the Icy Peak level, which is probably my favourite level in this world, I'm going to say. In fact, Icy Peak could possibly be one of my favourite levels altogether in the Spyro trilogy. I don't know, there's just too many to name. I mean, there's so many I like. Anyway, here's a hidden egg, Mingus, which is a hidden egg inside the cavern, so. Obviously there's not a lot to do in this Homeworld, so that's why we're going to be doing a short level after this one. Oh, you can hear an egg thief going around. You know, these guys, again, they suck. Obviously got Hunter here, but we are not going to speak to him until we do Enchanted Towers, which we're going to be doing in a couple of parts from now, I believe, so. Basically, this is just the part where we go around just collecting treasures and stuff like that. And of course we have another egg thief here, we might as well catch him while we're at it. Nice. Trixie. Of course there is a chest over there, but we need to get the Super Flame, which is available in this Homeworld, so that does make it super convenient. And I may not sound like I've got a lot to say in this part, but honestly there's not a lot to do in this Homeworld, apart from just run around and just casually collecting gems and stuff. These swimming sections have always sort of frustrated me, because you've got to go around sort of especially in Reignited, because obviously you've just got them quite well hidden because of the let's say the seaweed and the plants growing in the bottom of the water. And speaking of that, we have got a level called Lost Fleets to do in quite a few parts later on, so I'm not looking forward to that one, because that is one of my least favourite levels in the Spyro trilogy altogether. But I'm not going to release any spoilers about the level, because, you know, I don't want to ruin it for people. And of course we have Country Speedway here, which is already open for us, which quite a surprise, because that was not the case in the last part. So obviously got to meet Sparks back here later for, I think is it called Spider Town? Here's Modesty. Obviously when we've completed the boss in this world, but we're not going to be doing those just yet. Those will come in a later part. Now that's strange how like the text like switches sides. Like why can't it just render on both sides? Anyway, we have the Country Speedway portal with a chicken on top, so it does kind of remind you of an old KFC or something like that. Same as let's say Jonathan and Noel pointed out in their stream a few weeks ago.
Hi, Spyro. This is a super flame power-up. You'll find more just like it scattered throughout all the worlds. Why don't you try this one out by using it to break all these planters? I think I saw Reignock hide an egg in one of them.
So we've just got to destroy all the plant pots, which is in general not too hard to do. I mean, you've got plenty of time on the Super Flame to do this. In fact, you've probably got enough time on the Super Flame to go and get the chest as well, but the game doesn't allow you to do that because obviously it just shows you the rescuing egg animation, which is Matt. So I believe that is all the eggs rescued now from the Midday Gardens world. So if I am not mistaken, all I've got to do now is just go and get that chest, and then that's the last of the gems. If they're not, all I've got to do is just go and get the Sparks Finder, so it's not really a lot you've got to do, but anyway. Is that it? Nope. Not quite. Oh, where are all the gems at? I'm sure I've got them all, but obviously not. Sorry, rabbit. Oh, it's just the, what? Now, I don't understand how I've done that, but I have missed, officially, all of the gems down here. And an egg. I forgot to go down here. Like, I thought that would be something that I'd have done earlier on. There we go, that's all the gems, so now we just get the last egg, which is of course Dave, which I don't understand how I missed that, but anyway, not to worry. Now what we are going to do, as this part hasn't really been going on for very long, we are just going to go and do Sergeant Byrd's base, I think, because that's always the level that I do first off, so we're just going to speak to Moneybags, the capitalist, real quick, so here we go with that.
Ah, my good friend Spyro. The sorceress caught this naughty Byrd letting off rockets in her fireworks factory, but I'm willing to release him into your custody, provided you pay his outstanding fines.
Of course. Now let's see how well this goes down, Moneybags.
Ah, what a sucker! That is, it's a far, far better thing you do today, Spyro, than you have ever done. And, well, so forth, etc. You get the idea.
Here we go. Good luck.
Sergeant Byrd, 90068. Awaiting orders, sir.
I think you'll have to find your commanding officer for that. Hey, what are those things?
These are the latest military hardware. DBX-9 rocket launchers, state-of-the-art.
So why didn't you use them to escape?
Because I have limited ammo, and I wanted to conserve it. For this. Say, where'd you come from? I thought dragons had all been dead for 1,000 years or something.
Well, the rumors of our extinction were slightly exaggerated. We just wanted a little peace and quiet.
Well, if it's peace and quiet you want, you should stay clear of my homeworld for a bit. I reckon I'll be blowing up Reignox for weeks. Cheerio!
Great work, Moneybags. Great work. So anyway, here we go with Sergeant Byrd's base.
I have to train the hummingbirds. They must be in peak physical condition if we're going to take on the sorceress.
Heck yeah. Here we go.
So, the situation is this. Yesterday, at 1845 hours, the Reignox invaded. We defended as best we could, sir. But without your leadership, we couldn't put up an effective resistance. By 1900 hours, the rest of the squad was captured, and the Reignox had complete control of the base.
Here we go then, Sergeant Bird's base. Now one thing I will say is, I love how that Rhinoc is looking at you through the window. It like follows you with his eyes. It's sort of like kind of creepy, but I like what they've done, like inclusion of accents in Spyro 3. Let's say in this, like they've got the I think it's like a Russian accent. I'm not too sure, but it sounds really cool anyway. You know, it's like a cool addition. A mix of accents in this game, but it's not quite as there as it was in the original, but it still is there. And I don't understand what was that. That wasn't either in the shot. That was pretty bad. So that's one bird released.
Thank you, sir.
Now this character is by far my least favourite to control. I ain't gonna lie. It just does not control smoothly at all. I mean, one minute it likes to fly high, another minute it likes to fly low, but it sort of like feels a bit inconsistent. Although I'm not really a fan of the way a character like that would control anyway, but...
One carefully placed rocket blast should take this door down, sir.
But in its defence, or in Sergeant Bird's defence, it does control a lot better than some characters in a lot of other games. In fact, a lot of good games I've played, so that is definitely not a criticism of the game. And wow, I am getting hit by everything. Go away! So I just need to get some fodder topped up, because otherwise I am not going to be completing this level very good.
Sir, I've captured the enemy rations. They won't march far on empty stomachs.
Siegfried. That is a strange name, but pretty cool.
Sir, the Rhinox have blocked the way out of this next cave with a security door, and I don't think you'll be able to blast your way through this one. I recommend you land on the weights and carry them to the pressure-sensitive security switches on either side of the door. When in position, press the charge button to drop the weight. Press the action button once to look down, and press it again to look up, sir.
Well, the one thing I will say is though, the controls for this are pretty straightforward, especially for carrying objects. Now, I do believe there is a skill point for this. Yes, Sergeant Bird's base, bomb the Gophers, so that's pretty simple to do. And wow, what? It actually corrected itself. I did not expect that it would do that. So we'll just put the other weight on so at least the door's open. Of course, we have got to come back to this section, so I don't think I'm going to get the gems just yet. What? Well, go away. Go away, mate. Go away. I would be embarrassed if I die in this stage, because I've never really done that before, and you would think it's hard to. And obviously this fodder will not die, so I cannot top up my sparks that way.
Keep fighting the good fight, sir. We're almost there, and I'm, right behind you.
Now, I am not used to how this controls, so... The controls just seem all over, but maybe I'm just not used to it because I haven't played this game in a while. I just mostly just play Spyro 1 and 2 and just never really bother with 3. I don't know why, it's just not been my favourite game of the trilogy, but compared to the others. Hence why I'm a bit out of practice, but I'm still enjoying doing this game for the Let's Play, I will say that. Thank you. Now I have full sparks back. Now, can I complete this level without getting hurt again? It's going to be a pretty tough challenge, I want to say that.
Keep fighting the good fight, sir. We're almost there, and I'm, right behind you.
And now I'm stuck. Oh my gosh, Sergeant Bird controls so bad. So all I've got to do is just drop all the bombs on them. Because if I do that, I get the skill points. And of course, skill points is what I'm going to be going for in this Let's Play. You know, I want to fully complete the game and show you everything I possibly can. So I believe in this area, apart from this balloon here and some gems on the ground, that is completed. And I left a Rhinoc in here. I did not know I did that. and that gem was bouncing off the edge, and I didn't even release the hummingbird, so I told a lie. I have done actually pretty bad at this. And I'm not speaking very much, or I'm just talking absolute garbage, because I've got to really focus on what's trying to keep the character under control. So I think I'm going to get all of them first, because, you know, I might as well get that out of the way.
Mission accomplished. It's great to have you back, sir.
Here's Ryan Lee, and I don't know why it's happening again, but all of my fans are running really loud. So I'm sorry if you can hear that in the video. I don't understand why that happens. I need to buy myself one of them air dusters again to clean out dust, because that can lead to loud fan sounds and fan noise and stuff, but because obviously I like to keep all my stuff maintained, because I hate it when fans get really noisy. It can be pretty annoying and pretty distracting. I don't understand what the heck I did there, but I've just gone and dropped all of my bombs. I am pressing the wrong button. I am not thinking straight today, I understand that. Oh, and there's one thing I would like to say. I have mentioned it a few parts ago. Basically, about people wanting to get rid of peacocks from my area. You know, causing disruption, because I thought I'd update you all on this, because I did mention it in a few parts ago. Basically, we won, guys. They're safe. They're not going anywhere. And that is really good news to me. Like, I mean, why do people want to harm birds? I mean, I watched the news show and everyone was saying, oh, they just make a mess, they're all noisy, but come on, really, you want to harm innocent birds just because of that? Like, what, do people have anything better to complain about? I mean, but at least I proudly signed the petition, so I suppose that is at least one good thing. And it makes me proud as well that they're safe, so. Right, where is that final? I just don't know where he is. I mean, he could be hiding in the ground. Oh, I know where it is. You know what? I'm going to have to go back and actually go and have to get more bombs for this. It's near the start. So I've just legit spent ages looking around for that one mole, or whatever it is. Just because it isn't in an area that it wasn't even in. Yeah, there we go, skill point, got it. Nice. And I find it really satisfying. That's one thing I will give to Spyro 1 and Spyro 3, is when the enemies drop gems. Just a shame that they took it out of the speedways, but, you know, we can't win everything.
I'm ready to be debriefed, sir.
And I like how still he's actually sitting in the air, like not even hovering or anything. He's just sort of sitting there still in the air, moving up and down very slowly, but how can he fly so smoothly? That's pretty awesome. Do I see a gem on this? No, I didn't. I thought I saw a shadow of a gem, but obviously I must have just been imagining that. So now all I've got to do is just make my way back and complete the rest of the level, which just basically just collecting some gems, you know, other basic stuff. And I'm missing a balloon as well. Why am I missing so much today? I am not focused at all. This is definitely going to be the last part I've recorded. I mean, I've recorded Insane, and I've recorded the last part of this in the same session, but I think I've come to a conclusion that I'm trying to record too much at once. Either that or this is just a bad stage, because I think this is probably my least favourite stage in this world. Well, it definitely is. In this world anyway, this Homeworld. Midday Gardens. So all I've got to really do now is just go through here. I think I've got some gems to collect around the top, but I can always sort that out very soon.
Before I was captured, I recovered this egg from the enemy, sir.
Roy. Which is like one of the Cooper kids from Mario, but well, there's nothing to do with the game, but, you know. I thought I might as well mention it while I'm here. I just usually fly through here and just take a risk. Because if I've got plenty of sparks, I might as well do that instead of wait for the fire to stop. I know that is not a very professional way to play the game, but that's just how I've always done it. I am going to put sparks back to full health though, because I might as well do that while I'm at it. And we've got a life. So that now makes us... So we've got about 22. So I haven't done too bad. Basically Crash games, as you've probably seen, I already get to the third warp room and I've nearly like got 100 lives. Probably because I get so many crates and I don't die very often, but I suppose there's other things that factor into that as well. So where are the rest of them gems? Oh, there's some up here. Oh, some along that wall. That guy over there. We'll just drop the gem on the floor. It didn't even fly to me. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I think it's mainly if you just over lava they fly to you. So where are the rest of them gems? There's one here. And there's also one down here, I believe. What? Where is Sparks pointing to? Oh, here we go. So that's Sergeant Byrd's base now fully completed, as you can see, with the skill point. So
we need to rescue the rest of the squad before we can launch a raid on the sorceress's castle.
But I've already released all the rest of them, so that's 100%. Now that's pretty hilarious how some of the scripts like repeat. I don't really think that is meant to happen, but obviously the game was a bit rushed, Spyro 3, but I don't suppose that is a terrible thing. I mean, Spyro 3 is a pretty solid game, but it's just the way it's turned out. So, is there a cutscene? I don't know. Is it yet? No, I don't think it's till later on. But anyway guys, that wraps up part 8, I believe. Is it part... Yeah, I think it's part 8 of my Spyro 3 Reignited Let's Play. I hope you've all enjoyed this part. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next part where we go back to Sunrise Spring to complete a few more levels, because obviously we want to 100% complete this game, so we're going to do the backtracking in the next part. I'm not exactly saving that till last, I'm just going to do it as I go along through the game. So, of course everybody, thank you so much for watching once again. I hope you've all enjoyed, and I will see you all in my next part where we complete the Sunrise Spring World. So, take care everybody, and goodbye for now.